Hey everybody, I am going to film my September TBR today. So we're going to have a look at the books I'm planning to read this month. It is the run up to Halloween, so October next month. Halloween is my favourite holiday. Love it. I've already started buying Halloween decorations. You can see I've got my lovely little bats up already, so I'm quite excited. So the books this month are a little bit spooky, a little bit themed around witches and magic and getting into that whole Halloween vibe, except for two, which are slightly more random reads. So I'll start with those and then we'll move on to the more magic-y themed ones. So the first two that are not in that particular genre are, the first one here is Disobedience. So this is the Naomi Alderman book, and I read The Power last month and I loved it. It was my 5-star read, my recommend for the month. So I'm really looking forward to this. Also lesbian vibes, which I'm really excited about. You know, I'm there for that. So I can't wait to read this one this month. The next random one is one that I've already read this. I read it in the beginning of the month because the last two books I read last month were quite heavy and quite sad, their endings, and I wanted something to kind of lighten my mood and brighten things up, and that's Repeller by Leandra Medine. Leandra's writing always makes me laugh, and this book made me laugh. I'll do a full review, obviously, end of the month, even though it is called Repeller. It's not about lesbians, but it's a great read and it's fun, and we'll talk about this one a little later on. Then the pile of books that are more kind of spooky Halloween themed. The first one is, I'll admit this was a bit of a cover buy because look at that cover. You see that? That is gorgeous. And the book inside is really beautiful as well. It's kind of in that oldie worldy typeface, and it's just really pretty. So it's called The Wicked Cometh. That one there, and it has the word wicked in the title, which I also love. I seem to have a plethora of books behind me that have the word wicked in the title, so that seems to be my jam. And it is again a bit of a lesbian vibe, kind of a Sarah Waters 1800s London, and a mystery, people disappearing, so that kind of sounds like the vibe that I want this month. The next one is, speaking of Wicked, also has Wicked in the title. It's called The Wicked Deep, and again, that's a really pretty cover. This is a young adult novel. It is the story, I think you've got the old story of 3 witches that were actually killed in this town, and then you've got the modern story as well, and I think we've got some sort of Wicked Mermaid Harpy vibes going on as well, I think. So this will be really good. This will be my train kind of read because it'll be nice and quick and I think easy to get through, not too taxing. The next one, speaking of nice and quick, is quite a thin one. It is Angela Carter, The Magic Toy Shop. So this, again, lovely cover. This sounds a bit weird, as do all of Angela Carter's works. Her writing is a bit crazy and weird, but it has that kind of magical realism maybe feel to it. It sounds interesting. Can't wait to give it a go. Love Angela Carter. The next one has another favourite word for me in the title, also starting with a W, which happens to be witch. So How to Hang a Witch. This is another young adult read, and it is in Salem witch trials. Ever since I read The Crucible, anything to do with the Salem witch trials I want to read and I love and want to watch. Anything with witch I'm interested in. So this is going to be, I think, a fun read. Hopefully, this was recommended to me on a YouTuber's TBR that I really like. So hopefully I'll enjoy this one, How to Hang a Witch. And then speaking of witches and magic, the last one I'm really excited about. So Practical Magic is one of my favourite books, one of my favourite films, and I love Alice Hoffman's writing. And Alice Hoffman's actually written a prequel, which makes me very excited. There it is, The Rules of Magic. So this prequel is about the aunts, specifically, and I love the aunts. They're 2 of my all-time favourite fictional characters. They're a lot of fun, and I think it'll be really interesting to read their kind of origin story and where they came from and how they came to be the way they are. So I'm really looking forward to this book. Hopefully it doesn't let me down, but yeah, really looking forward to it. And I actually managed to get this really nice hardcover copy in a local charity shop. I didn't do a very good job taking the sticker off, but I was really pleased about that because this has not come out on softcover yet in the UK, I don't think. So getting this copy really made me quite happy. So that's my TBR. Quick video there for September. I will probably get through all of them. I might throw in a few extras, bits and pieces, because I do have quite a few of books that I want to read and I'm quite excited to read, and sometimes I just can't wait. So we'll go through these at the end of the month. I also got a whole bunch of books from a charity shop today actually, and they're all kind of lesbian themed books, which you don't normally find in charity shops, so someone must have unloaded a whole bunch of their books, and I'm quite excited to get to those. So some of those might creep into this TBR, but I'll also do a haul video sometime this month, because I have acquired quite a few new books to fill the bookshelves, so we'll do that. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!